sometimes when I first start my week, like Monday morning, get out of bed, if I haven't taken time to plan on Sundays what's to come, where I'm going, my intention, my thought process for the week, I feel behind literally every single day that week. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my Sunday routine on how I plan my week, both by prioritizing my business schedule, my health schedule, and combining both of those into personal life. So if you're a freaking boss babe and you want to get shit done and you want to feel good about yourself and check off that to-do list and eat healthy food and kill it at the gym and still prioritize stress-free activities, this video is for you. Let's begin. First, we're going to start with health specifically. So for planning my health routine, I do write in the 3-month daily habit tracker called One Ray, which is my own journal, so you can find them available on my website. They're 3 months of daily logs where you can plan your habits for the day. You can either plan in the morning or reflect in the evening. And then on Sundays, there's an extended reflection. So it's a 2-page overlay for you to truly set yourself up for success and really check in with your mental health for the week upcoming. The first section on past week is your perspective. This part is not meant for you to get super philosophical and fill out every single thought in your head, but you can if you want. I like to put a few big bullet points so that when I get to the strengths and challenges, I can minimize them down into a concrete version of what I either felt good about or want to tweak for next week. So my perspective on the past week was that I ate very well, and I'm very proud of myself for that. So I'm gonna say nutrition equals on point. My sleep was okay. It wasn't the greatest it could be, so I'll just put sleep, so. Workouts were good. One thing that I'm bummed about is that I did not make time to meditate like I felt I should have. So I'm also gonna write that in there. Didn't make time to meditate. And it's a fairly big box because I want you to just talk about ideas and kind of give your brain an opportunity to unload. In the strengths section, I'm going to write workouts, nutrition, and then in the challenges part, I'm going to put sleep, schedule, because I went to bed kind of late, didn't meditate. So it's pretty repetitive of the first section. You're just breaking it down into concrete ideas. So when I look at the strengths, I can say I was proud of my nutrition and my workouts. My challenges were sleep and meditation, so that I know how to write my goal for next week. This week coming up, my goal is to meditate 20 minutes, 3 days. So that's a concrete goal of something that I'm gonna work towards that I can actually measure. So I'll be tracking that in the upcoming week. Now I look to if I stuck to my goal or not this week from last. So my goal this week was to only eat out twice. I hit that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I went to Longo's, so that's okay. Friday I got Chipotle, and Saturday we went to Hooli House. So Saturday I did not stick to my goal, but I still minimized the amount of times that I ate out as opposed to previous weeks. So I'm still proud of my progress, even if I didn't hit exactly on the mark. The next box is your mantra for the week, and my mantra was to plan to start my week out strong. So I'm gonna say, I really hate this phrase, but I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna say, boss, $, you know what goes next. Can I swear in YouTube videos or no?
Yeah.
Oh, well, frickin' boss ass bitching it up in here. No, you know what? I hate that phrase because I think that it's a trendy thing for people to say. But truly, that's the kind of energy that I want to bring to the videos, want to bring to the social media and the journals and all of that. So that's the kind of energy that I'm channeling. And then the following section is the Sunday sunrise portion, which unfortunately we are getting rid of in the next set of new journals. But this past week it was on preserving your energy when you feel like you're getting close to burning out. So I'm going to say energy, whoa, I don't know what letter that was. Energy preserve. And then the grocery list, which I actually already got my groceries for the week, but I know some of the things that I got. And they were blueberries, mangoes, celery, mozzarella cheese, frozen veggies. With this, I have a clear conscience of where I'm going for the week in terms of my health goals. Okay, so the next section is on planning for your career or your business or your blog or whatever it is that you have, whether you're creating content or you make your own schedule. This is what I follow to plan my week. I have recently started reading an awesome book called Make Time that is all about prioritizing and having less distractions while creating more time and energy for the things that are important to you. The first thing that I do before touching any sort of organizational tool is I get out my fancy colored pens and I set up my workstation in an area that makes me feel organized, that's quiet preferably. Usually I do it early in the morning when my brain is the sharpest. I write down what we call a brain dump, which is every single thing spinning in circles in my mind that I know I have to get done this week, because if I don't get it out on paper, I'm going to constantly keep remembering new things and it's going to mess me up in terms of what I need to prioritize. And from there, I'm going to make 4 categories. I'm going to make things that I cannot work around, so things I already have planned that I absolutely have to get done, obligations, which are urgent items, things that bring me satisfaction, and things that bring me joy. Usually I use Google Calendar, but for the sake of not exposing some of my personal things I have on the calendar, I'm gonna use a paper calendar with different names today. So first category is, I'm gonna call them obligations, things that I absolutely cannot work around. So for example, Tuesday, Thursday, from 8 to 5, I go into work. Every other day, I make my own schedule. So that I cannot work around. Today, at 12 p.m., I have a patient. Absolutely cannot work around that. And then Wednesday night, we are filming a YouTube at about 7:30-ish, 8 p.m.-ish. So those are 3 things I absolutely cannot work through. Those are just blocked out points in my schedule that I put in first. Mind you, this is still the pre-draft to the actual calendar because I hate having to go back and like cancel things out. Second thing is urgent items. Urgent items, which is for me, post today's YouTube teaser video. I have to prepare the next YouTube videos content that we're filming on Wednesday, and I have to write an IG post for today. So those 3 things, I'm keeping those for the week as things that need to be done urgently because they're time sensitive. Next is the satisfaction category. I'm making a couple of resources for our Build Healthy Habits membership group, which I would like to get done. Those are more creative projects that I enjoy doing, so I definitely want to save my energy for those. And the satisfaction category is things that need to get done, but that I enjoy a little bit more than the urgent items. So Build Healthy Habit member resources, quotes for a new journal. I'm making 2 flyers for my physical therapy job, so I'm just going to put 2 flyers AAPT. And then meal prep, that's something I can kind of do whenever, but it has to get done at some point. The last category is joyful things like running, for me, / working out, going on a walk with my friend Annie, which I do every week, reading, and scrolling Pinterest. So now that I have a game plan of what I need to get done, the first thing that I do is on this handy dandy daily schedule that I made and printed out. I made one for every day of the week and I reprint them every week. I write down in each box, I'm gonna use a black pen because that's what my OCD likes to see with other black ink on the page. I'm gonna write in the days and times that I cannot work around. So today at 12, I'm seeing patient at Menor office here. So that's for Monday. Tuesday I work and I'm gonna border that 8 to 5. Sometimes it's less than that, but I like to just write it in just in case. Wednesday we're filming a video, so halfway through. video film. Thursday, working 8 to 5. Work. And those are the obligations for the week. So once I filled those in, again, because I'm 12, I like to fill in with color. So I'm going to write for everything work related, and I do this on my Google Calendar too. I write green next to it in the box so that if I'm looking at it at a quick glance, I can see that I'm busy from this time to this time. If you're feeling fancy, you can color in the whole time block. Sometimes I like to do that too. Filming YouTube is purple, so I'll fill that in. And then same thing on Thursday. Following that, I'll write in the urgent items that I have to get done, time sensitive. So tonight at 7, I'm going to post about our YouTube. So I'll put IG post that will remind me I have to do that. Prepare YouTube videos content for next week. I'll do that at 5. On Wednesday. Prepare wed YouTube. Today I'm going to post the teaser about 11 this morning, so I'll do YouTube teaser here. Tuesday I'll do my IG post about 7 because that's what's time sensitive on Tuesday, and so on and so forth. You get the point of that. Okay, next I'll fill in the satisfaction items in the blank spots that I have that don't overlap with the obligations that I've already put in there. So tomorrow when I get home from work at 6 o'clock, I will work on my Build Healthy Habit resources, and then as I go through, I'm gonna start marking these off so that I make sure they're accounted for. And then when I have everything crossed off on this list, everything scheduled in this calendar, that's how I know everything is accounted for to get accomplished. I'm not somebody that can just say in my head I want to get this done and it gets done. I actually have to physically write it out and cross it off to remind myself that task is completed. Typically, I try to put no more than 3 items that have to get done in a day. Because if I have 6 things I have to get done, I can't keep that all straight in my mind, and I get very confused and overwhelmed, and things don't get the time and attention that they deserve. I'll put a little asterisk next to the one thing I really want to put my heart and soul into, and typically it is just one thing a day. Today is this YouTube video, so everything else that I do won't have as much time and energy dedicated to it, but it'll still get done. Tomorrow is my live video. Notice how work is taking up majority of my day. I do put time and energy into it, but my live video is something that makes this platform so special, and that's the thing that I want to put everything I got, all my energy that I have into, so that I can prepare accordingly. Some days the highlight of my day is to go on a long run, so I'll put most of my energy into something that brings me joy. It's not always work related, and that's the beauty of the book Make Time, is that it teaches you how to make your highlight something that's either urgent, satisfactory, or joyful, and it shouldn't always be one of those things. It shouldn't always be urgent activities. To have a good work-life balance, you do want to make sure some days are dedicated to pure fun and joyful activities that are not productive, that make you feel creative and alive and strengthen your relationships and all of that good stuff. We have come to the part 3 of our video where I'll be sharing how I do more so internal work. So those 2 things were health and career based. This is more personal life, intuitive, something that sets me up to be successful for both of the 2 sections that we just went over. So I saved this one for last because I like to get all of the heavy lifting done first so that I can dig down into what's truly important for me, like getting all of the stuff off my mind to figure out what's beneath the surface, if you will. The goal setting one is specific to my life and my brand, but you can make it whatever you want, and I am including all these resources in the Build Healthy Habits membership Facebook group, so if you are a part of that, you will get access to all of these things, and if not, you should be, and you can sign up for that on my website. One is meal prep related, and the other one is goal setting. So I want to dive into the meal prep first, and then we'll tackle the goal setting one. Meal prep is something that I am constantly working on improving. I'm not an expert on it. I don't have it all figured out. But one of the things in the One Ray journal is that we every day write down what we eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. To plan that for the week ahead for groceries, I'll doodle in here what I assume I'm gonna have for every meal so that I can grocery shop and get the food that I think I'm going to eat. So pretty much every day I have a fruit and yogurt parfait. So I'm just gonna write that in this box. And this is because I don't like to write it in my journal right away because I haven't eaten it yet. I like to make sure that I actually match the habits that I write in my journal. So this may be an extra step for some people, but I like to just lay it out and get my thoughts organized outside of my brain. That's kind of the whole purpose of today's video if you haven't been able to tell. So fruit and yogurt, I'm gonna write that down for Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday because those are the days that I work. And then Wednesday, Friday, I typically eat toast with jam and vegetarian sausage. So I'm gonna put toast, jam, sausage, and I'll put an apple. I usually have some kind of fruit with it. For lunch this week, I got sweet potatoes, broccoli, veggie chicken, which I'll probably have most of the days. Maybe Friday I'll have something different. And then for dinner, I got, I'll probably have salad, cucumbers, lentil pasta with veggie meatballs. So that I can kind of look and I can have meals planned so that I can say, okay, I had sweet potatoes and broccoli for lunch, salad and lentil pasta for dinner, and then maybe the next day I don't want to eat the exact same way in the same order, so I have leftovers that I can flip-flop. This is like my food map for the week, so I can figure out where meals are going, what I need to buy, and all of that stuff. The final piece of organization is my goal setting paper, which I'm a threes person. 3 is my lucky number, and I always just, things in my brain go in threes. So my goal setting is health, work, and personal, much how we approached the video today. My health goal for my workout this week is to go 5 times weightlifting, and I'm gonna do, 4 times weightlifting and 3 cardio sessions. You could, if you wanted an alternative approach, you could make your goals first and then write in your calendar when you're planning to achieve them. This is just kind of what works best for me. Nutrition, my goal is each meal with a fruit and a veggie. Even though I talk about that one quite a bit, I don't always achieve it, and sometimes I need the reminder equally to you to just keep me on track. So mental health, I already set this goal in my journal. Meditate 20 minutes, 3 days, and sleep 8 freaking hours, because if I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I cannot come on and be enthusiastic and be energetic and feel good in my skin. So 8 hours every night, no questions asked. For work, the 4 categories that I'm focusing on right now is social media, journals, YouTube, and membership. So I have goals set for each of those. Quickly, I'll go through them. Social media, post once per day, 4 live videos this week. Journals, I have my own personal goals about how many I want to sell, and also for the sake of keeping that private, I'm gonna put quotes for new journal. I want to have 30 this week. So by the end of the week, I'll have 30 quotes. YouTube, I have a certain amount of subscribers I want to hit and views I want to have, so that directly depends on how much I promote it on social media. So for that one, not going to talk about that. And membership, I do have 2 different types of resources that I'm getting out to the membership group this week, so I'm just going to write 2 pieces of content. And then personal, of course, because that's equally important. I have friends and family and rest in those categories because that's pretty much what it takes. You could also put book in that category, or movie, or something else you want to include. To see my boyfriend's family and mine, because it's Labor Day coming up when we're filming this. So those are the 2 things I want to accomplish this weekend, which in my plans, I do have it set to do that. And rest, I'm taking Saturday equals nothing. Saturday, I'm taking the full day to just read and chill on the couch and do what I do best when I'm not working. The tools to success come from sitting down and taking the time to actually go through and figure out what it is you want to accomplish, where you're at, being realistic, where you're at, where you want to go, and when in your schedule you're going to choose to take the time to dedicate to whatever you're working towards. Colored pens definitely helps, and a nice big tall glass of ice water. That's it, my friends. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.